In union of events, if you have two events A and B, as I have defined here, which you see, A, I have defined the appearance of a spade in a single drawing from a pack of 52 cards. So what is the random experiment here? Drawing, the random experiment is drawing of a card from a pack of 52 cards. And what is the event that I'm defining here? Appearance of a spade in the drawing from a single pack of 52 cards. B event I define as appearance of an ace in a single drawing from a pack of 52 cards. Okay. Now what should be A union B then? If you remember, union I told you is nothing but or, right? Union represents or, A or B. A, this is also written as A or B. Okay. So when I'm writing A union B means A or B. So what is the union of these two events? Appearance of either a spade or an ace or both, right? So remember, union stands for or. So if I'm defining two events and if I say union of the two events, that means either this event or the next event or both. Okay. Intersection of events. If you remember, intersection is nothing but and. Okay. That is, if I combine both the events, we get the intersection of the events. Let us see an example. What do you mean by intersection of events? Let us define an event E1, which is that appearance of a diamond in a single drawing from a pack of 52 cards. So your random experiment here is drawing of a card from pack of 52 playing cards. And E1 event that I'm defining here is appearance of a diamond. Okay. The event E2 I define as appearance of a jack. Okay. Then if I combine these two events, that is E1 intersection E2, also written as E1 and E2. Intersection represents and. Then what is this event? This event is because we have a diamond and a jack. That means that if I combine both the events, I must get appearance of jack of diamonds in a single drawing of pack of 52 cards. Clear? Intersection of
Yes,
events. Okay.
yes, sir.
Now we come to something called as the De Morgan's law, which you already know. De Morgan's law is A union B complement is equal to, when you're distributing the complement, this we did back in class 8 if you remember. If we distribute this complement, we get A complement and then this union changes to intersection and then we get a B complement. Okay. And next A intersection B full complement, if you're distributing this becomes A complement, this intersection changes to a union, it becomes B complement. This actually can be extended to 3 events, 4 events, 5 events, n events. For example, A1 union A2 union E3 union E4 union and so on up till union AN. Complement of all this, if I am to distribute the complement over each event, then E1 will become intersection A2 intersection A3 bar intersection A4 bar and so on up till AN bar. Okay, this is for, this is an extension of this. Now what should be an extension of this? Exactly similarly, A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 intersection and so on intersection AN. Whole complement. I want to distribute the this complement over each event. That means all these intersections are going to change to unions. Okay. This is what we call the De Morgan law. I have written for two events. You can extend it to 3 events, 4 events, 5 events, and n events. Okay. We'll be using this uh, very frequently in class 12. Mutually exclusive events. Now, this is something that I would like to start in the next class. But let me give you a very brief example of mutually exclusive event. This is something that is very, very important. Mutually exclusive event. You must understand. Mutually exclusive event when two events cannot occur simultaneously is called mutually exclusive event. For example, if in the rolling of a dice, sample spaces, Suppose I define the event A on this sample space as appearance of an even number. And B as appearance of an odd number. Can you tell me whether these two can occur together? Is it possible that A and B can occur together?
No, sir.
Because if you are rolling a dice, you will either get an even number or an odd number, right? Isn't it? You will not
Yes,
get
sir.
them. You will not get a number that is even and odd both at the same time, isn't it? So either you will get an even number or you will get an odd number. So that is why we say A and B are mutually exclusive events. They cannot occur simultaneously. A and B are mutually exclusive events. That is, we say that A intersection B, A and B cannot occur simultaneously. So A intersection B is a null set. That is, A intersection B is an impossible event. Right? And what is the probability of an impossible event? What is the probability of an impossible event? Impossible event?
0.
0. The probability of A intersection B is 0. Okay. So we'll continue with the discussion on mutually exclusive events in the evening. Okay. So 7 to 8. Thank you and take care. See you at 7.
Thank you, sir.